Hey everybody, this is Tom with The Lost Miner. Welcome to this update video. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July and we've gotten plenty accomplished here, and I just want to give a quick overview of where we're at so far. This is just going to be, like I said, an update video, and next week maybe the same. I could be out here one more week and then I'll have a full build video out. As you might can tell with me swatting, the gnats are horrendous out here. On the, I guess, an update on the weather we've had. This has been the wettest summer I can remember, going back for years. And I talked to, yesterday we were eating at a place called Vanga in Terlingua, and ran into the owners of the hotel across the highway from us, and they said this is the most rain that they've been coming out way longer than me. This is the most rain that they've had so far going into what they call out here the monsoon season. It has rained a lot, and so mosquitoes are really bad. Also, that's caused a little bit of issues for us because we haven't had everything sealed up until, you know, just the last couple days. You know, not completely. We've got the house wrap on, but you know, but when we didn't have the walls up, the rain was just blowing in, getting everything wet. So we've had some of the subfloor, couple pieces. One really in particular, you know, the plies came loose and came up. So I'm probably just gonna replace that, at least one piece of subfloor in there. Also, we had the sheathing up. We ended up getting about 1/2-inch plywood that I was going to put underneath the dome, and that way there would be just to provide more, have an easy place to put insulation in the floor, and then the subfloor, then final flooring. I ended up not doing that. That's in the South. That's really not something that's common anyway. You know, the weather's it doesn't get that cold here, and then, you know, not too many people are coming out here in the summer anyway. So the floor, I'm not gonna, at least for now, I'm not gonna do insulation on. If I do, I probably will do that. Attach you know, 1/2-inch plywood to the bottom of the floor. Have some insulation, you know, in between the final floor and that plywood. So I ended up using that 1/2-inch plywood for my sheathing. Okay, and then a lot of that got really wet, and it kind of exposes, when that happens, it exposes the plywood that didn't have enough glue in between the plies, and the water easily gets in there. So we had one piece that was really bubbled up. It was horrible, and I had to take it off, replace it. Now, as you can see, we've got the house wrap on there, so it's better protected. Today's the 5th. Yesterday was the 4th of July, so the businesses were closed. We went into Terlingua to buy some siding, but the store was closed. So we're going to try to get our siding today. Hopefully we can, and get that on. I think another thing, so everything getting wet and having some bubbling and warping, that's been an issue. But also, and a lot of it's related to the weather out here too, is just the true plumb and square. The square is slightly off, so especially on this back wall, it's a little, like, each end, it's a little bit different. So we'll see when I'm putting on the siding, going up a little bit, there is an area where it's going to be, you know, I'm gonna have to come up with some kind of fix to get the siding to secure on there good. Basically, you go up halfway, and then on this side it comes out a little bit when you get towards the loft, and then goes up. So that may not make sense. Maybe I can, it's covered up with the house wrap now, so you probably wouldn't be able to see it. We're going to do a walkthrough in just a second. Also, just whenever we did for the most part, the structure is very square though, but the plumb though, that's that's difficult because of the just the bending, the warping, twisting of the wood that we're working with. One of the subscribers commented that I should try a still A-frame, and that is an excellent idea. Instead of using wood framing, just use still. And there's suppliers out here where I could definitely make that happen. I've never worked with still before, but yeah, if I could get everything fabbed up and then bolted together, definitely that's going to be perfectly straight, and I never have to worry. Probably the structure will last a whole lot longer. Wood really doesn't do that well out here. So we got this, started working on the deck yesterday, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to protect it. I'm gonna sand and paint it. Oh, another thing is the outhouse. So I thought I had the bathroom solution taken care of and resolved, like knew exactly what I was gonna do. One of the subscribers said I should just do an outhouse. I mean, just dig the hole and then you're done for a decade or more, which is true. That is absolutely true, and it really got me thinking, and so that's kind of why I went instead of doing porta potty another season. I was like, I'm just gonna do an outhouse. We'll dig it. It's gonna be less cost for the business, and it's it's pretty much worry free. Well, we are located out here on this ranch where they call the mountain tracks, and there's not much of flat areas. The areas we had dug are absolutely full of water. I had them covered, and I couldn't imagine. They aren't main areas where water just runs into. They filled up with water completely. So what do? Most of the year, it's just gonna be dry. But if I do an outhouse at these locations, come summertime, if it fills up and all spills over, that's gonna be a complete mess. So I may have to rethink that. I've thought about whenever I build the outhouse, if I put some shoring, around it, something that actually goes into the ground, maybe like metal roofing, or at McCoy's to sell railroad ties as well. Something I can actually, dig around, bury down in there. That's kind of a hard barrier from water coming in there. Maybe even digging out around it whenever I make the area more level, having where it comes down, having some drainage around it. That may be a good solution. Just rerouting the water. But if it doesn't work, it's going to be a huge mess next summer. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk you guys around and show you the A-frame, and I'll show you the outhouse area, what I'm working with. Okay, so here's our deck, and I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Okay. This area is not filled in because we're gonna do a cargo net here. Actually, probably won't be an actual cargo net. They've got these nets called loft nets, and they look really comfortable. And so I'm gonna put some netting right there. That way we've got a really good area for stargazing. And then up here we'll have some seating and then a grill. The deck's gonna go through there as well. Okay, actually, yeah, you can see, so the area with the plumb, okay, so it's completely, it's flat. It may not look at it from this angle, but it's flat all the way across. If you took your hand, it's flat all the way across until you get to there. Then you start getting this lip right there. So I'm thinking about putting a trim piece right there, and then having, separating that from the bottom and the top siding. So strip there, then have the siding going down, and then basically on top of that strip of trim, the siding kind of sitting on top of it. I don't think it'll be noticeable. I've heard it say I like watching Essential Craftsman YouTube channel. He said, if you're not true plumbing square, everybody that comes behind you is going to be fighting against your work. And basically, we're fighting against ourselves if we're not having true plumbing square. But as far as level, though, man, we have done really good on having a nice level floor. Okay, so the loft area, we're gonna have a small window on the top. We wanted to leave room, enough wall up there to have a mini split at some point. And so that's the plan up there. And then the bathroom, this is gonna be the bathroom up in this area. So we're gonna have shower and just kind of a sink area, and I'm gonna leave a space for a future toilet. And then this door right here, I mean, it's gonna be mostly glass. That type of door that's mostly glass, and it's got the blinds that you can adjust that are built into it. And then I'm gonna have basically a long island that goes through here with a bar, and it'll have a sink, cooktop, an area for any guests to sit, and then up in here I'll probably do maybe a futon, something else too. So basically the futon would also serve as it can be folded out as a bed, and there will be up in the loft there will be a queen size mattress. So it'll be designed to sleep for, gosh, I could probably design it, you know, have a solution to where 6 people could even easily sleep in here. Let's go up front. Okay, looking at the front, so we're gonna have a window, main door. This area right here, I'm gonna do a bottle wall in that area, and then that circle, I'm gonna do bottle wall as well with a moon design in it. I think that would look really cool. That's at least that's the plan for now. And then up there's the triangle space. I'm just gonna do have some glass, same as the back. I'm gonna have measure it, then have some glass cut, and just make a window for that. Okay, so the idea for the outhouse was that you just kind of walk through, and then there's a trail coming down here. Yeah, for some people it might seem, you know, far away, but you know, if I go forward with the outhouse in this location, I want it far enough to where nobody has to smell anything. So, you know, you don't want to be grilling. You don't want to be grilling up there and having to smell an outhouse. All right, the water started draining. Okay, we dug it about, I don't know, I would say 5 feet deep. But yeah, it was filled up way more than that, so it has started to, I guess, seep into the ground. The other one's completely full all the way to the top. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Any solutions for this? Like I said, I'm thinking about maybe just, I'm gonna have to maybe leveling out a little bit around here, and then creating kind of some drainage going off each side to divert any water coming down. Is that gonna work? I don't know. Definitely what I don't want to deal with is get into next summer, monsoon season, and then we've got a whole season of people using the outhouse and just having all of that back up. That'd be an absolute mess. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have any recommendations for what I should do with that outhouse area. And as you can see, looking around here, it's not flat. So. Yeah, one thing is that, you know, we got into glamping because one thing is with our budget too, we just don't have the budget to do something off grid, but then having all of the conveniences of basically home, you know. But you know what we found out out here in the Big Bend, people come out here for a camping experience. So the vast majority of tourists come out here, they're outdoors people, and they love camping. And then so glamping fits into what people are looking for anyway out here. So long term, we may just keep it simple. I do at one point to extend out our season, you know, maybe through marketing, I can get more people to come out here in the summertime, even though there are very few tourists that come out here in the summer. But still, eventually, I think having enough solar to run a mini split, that would be a neat addition. Also, getting a septic tank dug, and I won't have to worry about even an outhouse filling up with water. But I am very interested in what you guys think about the outhouse situation. What do you guys recommend? Both areas filled up with water. And just to let you guys know, the comment may be to find a flat piece of land. It's difficult out here. I like literally on my track, there's nothing that's flat. It's all, you know, like a mountain basically. I think there is up at the dome. I'd have to show you guys where we plan on putting the permanent bathroom anyway. When we do septic, we have an area. That's why I didn't dig there. Also didn't dig there because it was too close to the dome. And I just know after a lot of usage, even with maybe adding some things in there, like, I don't know, lime, ash, things like that, that can neutralize the odor. Just don't want a chance having it that close and it messing up a guest experience. So I found an area that might be a little bit better towards the bottom of the driveway. I'm definitely gonna have to dig another hole for that. But yeah, let me go. I'm really interested in what you guys think. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop it there. I'm gonna try to get this video uploaded today. Appreciate you guys watching. If you liked it, please go ahead and give us a like there to help try to grow this channel. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos coming up. This is just one of many projects that I'll be doing over the next decade. So I plan for this to be a long-term documentation of my journey, and to collaborate and help like-minded people with their projects. So you guys take care, and I'll see you in the next video.